So hello guys, we'll be starting the revision of circle. This is going to be a one-shot video. We'll be covering all the important concepts of the chapter. Along with important concepts, we will be solving previous year questions. Important concepts will be covered, previous year questions would be solved, so you will get ample amount of practice of questions. And last but not the least, I request you to read the question carefully. After reading the question, you're supposed to pause the video. After pausing the video, try it yourself, then watch the solution. Okay, all important concepts will be covered from basics. So if you know nothing about circle, even then you will be able to understand. Let's start. Okay, so first of all, we have standard equation of circle. Standard equation of circle. We take a circle. This is our circle, this is our center. Let's say the coordinates of center are h comma k. Let's take any random point on the circle. It will be x comma y. Then the distance of the point from the center will be called radius. Now I'll apply distance formula. Distance formula between center C and point P. So CP will be equal to radius of the circle. If I have to calculate CP, it's going to be under root x minus h ka whole square plus y minus k ka whole square equals to radius. Squaring both the sides, I'll get x minus h ka whole square plus y minus k ka whole square equals to r square. This is known as standard equation of circle. Okay, after studying standard equation of circle, we'll be moving forward to some particular cases. Let's focus at some particular cases. If we have to talk about certain particular cases, let's say the first case is when the center of the circle lies at origin. Center of the circle will lie at 0 comma 0. So I'll draw my coordinate axis. This is y axis, this is x axis. Center is lying at origin and this is going to be my circle. So now I have to write the equation of circle. Standard equation is this. I'll be using this formula. H and k were coordinates of center. So it will become x minus 0 ka whole square plus y minus 0 ka whole square equals to radius square. So it becomes x square plus y square equals to r square. If you see an equation of this form, what does that imply? It implies center is at origin. I hope it was clear. Let's move forward to the second case. Second case says when circle passes through origin. When circle passes through origin. Circle is passing through origin. So these are my this is my y coordinate axis, this is my x axis. Now I'll draw the circle. This is my circle. Okay, it is passing through origin 0 comma 0, and let's say the center is at this point h comma k. Let's zoom in. This is my circle, center is at h comma k. That means this distance from here till here is going to be h, and this distance from here to here is going to be k. If these two distances are given, then I can calculate the perpendicular hypotenuse. What I'm trying to say is focus at this triangle. In this shaded triangle, if I draw this triangle outside, it will look something like this. Base is h, perpendicular is k, so hypotenuse will be under root h square plus k square. And what is this hypotenuse? Center to distance of point is called a radius. So this is going to be the radius of my circle. Now we'll be using the equation that will be x minus h ka whole square plus y minus k ka whole square equals to radius ka square, and radius is this thing. So put this thing in r square, we'll get x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equals to r square will be h square plus k square. On squaring this, we will get x square plus h square minus 2hx plus y square plus 2ky minus 2ky plus k square equals to h square plus k square. H square k square will cancel out h square and k square. So we'll be left with x square plus y square minus 2hx minus 2ky equals to 0. So as you can observe, we have x square term, we have y square term, we have x term, and we have y term. There is no constant. So if when circle passes through origin, equation lacks constant term. Equation will not have a constant term. It will only have x square, y square, x term and y term. Let's move forward to the third case. Third case says when the circle touches x-axis. Circle touches x-axis. Now my circle is going to touch the x-axis. This is my y-axis, this is my x-axis, and this is going to be my circle. Okay, this is the circle. Let's say the center is h comma k. So if center is h comma k, it means this x coordinate is at h, so it will be h comma 0. This y coordinate is k, so it will be 0 comma k. Just try to visualize what is happening. This distance will be h, this distance will be k. Now this axis is perpendicular to this radius. It is perpendicular to radius, and radius is k, so this length will be k, that is radius of the circle. Now using the standard equation, I'll write x minus h ka whole square plus y minus k ka whole square equals to radius ka square. Radius is k, put it over here, so I will get k square. So it becomes x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equals to k square. This is going to be the equation of circle. How do we remember it? If it is x-axis, x-axis है तो y वाला टर्म k को स्क्वायर करके रेडियस की जगह पे लिख दो. If the circle is touching x-axis, take the y's term and write it in place of radius. That is going to be the equation of circle. Next topic is going to be circle touches y-axis. If circle touches y-axis, what I'll do is draw my y-axis, I'll draw my x-axis, then I'm going to draw my circle which is touching the y-axis. Center will be at h comma k. It means this distance is h, this is k, so this distance will be k. This is my coordinate, this is my another coordinate. Now this is perpendicular to this, so this is going to be the radius, this will be my tangent. What is the radius? It is equal to h. Now I'll use the standard equation, x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equals to radius square. Radius is h, put it over here, it becomes h square. So answer is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equals to h square. This is my standard equation of the circle. And do you remember the short trick which we discussed? Circle is touching y-axis, so copy the x coordinate h and put in place of radius. This is going to be my equation of circle. Let's focus at the fifth point. When circle touches both axes. Circle touches both axes. Now this is an important point. Circle is touching both the axes. If the circle is touching both the axes, circle is touching both the axes. The center is at some point. Let's say what is happening. If the circle is touching x-axis, then x-axis will be the tangent. Now x-axis is the tangent, so tangent's perpendicular line will be the radius. Same logic will be applied over here. It is touching the y-axis, so y-axis will become my tangent. A line perpendicular to y-axis will be the radius. Two radius intersect at center. Two radius intersect at center. Let's say radius is equal to r. Radius is equal to r. This distance is r, this distance is r. Since this distance is r, this distance will also be r. Since this is r, this distance will also be r. So x coordinate will be r, y coordinate will be r. So center's coordinates are r comma r. the equation of circle will become x minus r whole square plus y minus r whole square equals to r square. This will be the standard equation. On simplifying, I'll get x square plus r square minus 2rx plus y square plus r square minus 2rx equals to r square. R square से r square गया, x square plus y square minus 2rx will become minus 4rx plus r square equals to 0. This will be the equation of my circle. I hope it was clear. Now let's do the next case. When circle passes through origin and center lies on x-axis. Sixth case, circle passes through origin and center lies at x-axis. Center is at x-axis, circle is passing through origin. This will be my y-axis, this will be my x-axis. Now, circle is passing through origin and center is at x-axis. Let's just assume this coordinate will be h comma 0. Y coordinate is going to be 0 because it is lying on the x-axis. Now, the coordinates of center are h comma 0. This distance of center from that circumference will be h. So that will be my radius. So the equation will become x minus h whole square plus y minus 0 whole square equals to radius, that is h ka square. So it will be x square plus h square minus 2hx plus y square equals to h square. H square cancels h square. I'll be left with x square plus y square is equal to 2hx. Okay. Now let's do the other case. When circle passes through origin and touches y-axis. Circle passes through origin and touches, circle passes through origin and lies on y-axis. This is my y-axis, this is my x-axis, and this is going to be my circle. ये center आ जाएगा, x0, y will be k, this distance is k. Now equations will be x minus 0 whole square plus y minus k whole square equals to k square. X square plus y square minus 2yk plus k square equals to k square. K square से k square will be get cancelled. X square plus y square is equal to 2yk. This is going to be the equation of circle. Let's move on to the next topic, that is general equation of the circle. General equation of circle is written as x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0. The trick which I used to remember it is general equation starts with g. Because it is starting with the letter g, the term g is going to come in the equation. So the equation which has the term g in it is the general equation, and the term without g in it, this one without g in it, is the standard equation. Standard doesn't contain g, so the equation doesn't contain g, whereas this general contains g, so this equation will also contain g. This is my general equation of the circle. Now if this is my equation of the circle, the coordinates of center are going to be minus g comma minus f. We can calculate g and f from this equation and we'll get the coordinates of center. Now if I have to find the radius, radius will be given by the formula g square plus f square minus c. This is the formula which will be used to find the radius of the circle when general equation of the circle is given. Okay, and in this equation there are certain observations. We have to remember these observations. First observation is coefficient of x square and coefficient of y square are equal. So I'll write down equal coefficients of x square and y square. Second observation is no xy term. As you can observe, there is no 2h xy term. Xy is absent in this equation. So circle's equation will not contain the xy term. Okay. And third important point is it has three constants. It has three constants. First constant g, second constant f, third constant is c. These three constants will be present in the equation of general equation of my circle. Let's move forward. Now let's discuss the diametric form of circle. Diametric form of circle. In this diametric form of circle, the endpoints of diameter are given. Let's say it is x1, y1, and the other opposite diametric point is x2, y2. So now the equation is going to be, diametric equation will be x minus x1 into x minus x2 plus y minus y1, y minus y2 is equal to 0. This is going to be my diametric form of a circle in which a diameter's endpoints are given. Please remember, you cannot take any two random points and then apply this formula. Don't do that. You cannot apply this formula on random points. These have to be endpoints of same diameter. They have to be the endpoints of same diameter. I hope I have made myself very clear. Let's discuss the next topic, that is length of tangent. Now in case we have to calculate the length of tangent, what will we do? Let's do one thing. This is my circle whose equation is given x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0, and there is a point h comma k. From this point a tangent is drawn to this circle. Now a tangent is drawn, we have to find the length of this tangent. If we have to find the length of this tangent, simple formula is write down under root, then put this point in this equation. So I will get h square plus k square plus 2gh plus 2fk plus c. What did we do? The point was substituted in the equation and kept inside under root. By doing that, we got the length of the tangent from a point to the circle. Okay. Now let's discuss first question for today. The coordinates of center. Find the coordinates of center and the radius of circle. Equation is given x square plus y square plus 4x minus 6y minus 36 equals to 0. Okay, let's solve this question. I'll take blue ink to solve the question. Okay, so if I compare it, this is going to be x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0. So now, as we have, let's do one thing. This is written at 4x. Break it into two parts. Minus 2 into minus 2 will give me 4. So I'll select minus 2. Then I have minus 6. Break this minus 6 into two parts. One part will be minus 2. Other part will be 3. Minus 2 into 3 gives me minus 6. So let's select these two values, minus 2 and 3. These two will be the coordinates of center, that is minus 2 comma 3. Now we have to find the radius of the circle, and as discussed before, the formula is g square plus f square minus c. What is the value of g? Minus 2 put over here, then 3 should be put in place of f. And what is the value of c? C is given as minus 36, which has to be put over here. On putting these values, we'll get radius. So I'll say radius is equal to under root g square, yani minus 2 square, that is 4. Then f square, that is 3 square. So I'll put 9, and then I have minus c, that is minus 36. It is given over here, minus 36. So I'll put over there 4 plus 9 is 13 plus 36. that will be root 49. So answer will be 7. So coordinates of center are -2, 3 and radius is 7. These were the two things which were asked in the question. So now we have a beautiful question. Circle touches the circle whose equation is given, touches x-axis, y-axis, both the axis, or none of these. So if I have to check for this, I'll quickly write down the equation of circle first. That is x square plus y square minus 8x plus 4y plus 4 equals to 0. And as I just taught you in the previous question, split -8 into two parts. One part is -2, other part will be 4. -2 into 4 is -8. Now take out -2, other part will be -2. So one is 4, other is -2. So coordinates of center will be 4, -2. So on this coordinate plane, x is going to be 4, y is going to be -2. This will be my center, 4, -2. Now I require radius. Radius is under root g square plus f square minus c. So this is going to be 4 square 16 minus 2 square 4 minus c is -4. 4 cancels 4, root 16 is 4. So now radius is equal to 4. So radius is 4. So if I put my compass over here and pencil at a distance of 4, it is going to touch this equation over here, and my circle would look something like this. So circle is touching y-axis. So my answer will be it touches y-axis. Let's move forward to the next. Now the question has asked me to calculate the radius of circle which is touching x-axis and y-axis. Let's try to visualize how this circle will look. The circle is touching 3, 0 at x-axis, 0, 3 at y-axis. So my circle will touch over here and the circle will also touch over here. Okay, the circle is touching at 2 points. Let's do one thing, join these 2 points. Okay? On joining these 2 points, I can say that y-axis, x-axis and this joining line is creating a right angle triangle. So if the circle is touching the end points of this line and this line is making 90 degrees. So 2 points lie on a circle and the line joining those 2 points make 90 degrees. That means this line is the diameter of the circle, because you have studied in class 10 angle made by diameter on circumference. The angle made by diameter on circumference is equal to 90 degrees. So a line that makes 90 degrees is diameter, and the circle will pass through origin. So this is it. Now we have to find the radius. It is very simple. Do one thing, calculate the length of this diameter. Base is 3, perpendicular is 3. So diameter is going to be under root of 3 square plus 3 square. That will be 3 square into 2 whole under root. This 3 square will come outside root as 3 and it will be root 2. So diameter is 3 root 2. When dia is given as 3 root 2, dia can be written as twice of radius is equal to 3 root 2. 2 will go down and denominator. So r will become 3 root 2 upon 2. This 2 can be removed and written as root 2 into root 2. This root 2 cancels root 2. Answer will be 3 root 2. This will be the radius. So now let's just revise it quickly. It is saying what is the radius of the circle passing x-axis at 3, 0, y-axis at 0, 3. So it is passing through 3, 0 and 0, 3. This is going to become my diameter. This is 90 degrees. So circle will pass through this point. This is 3, 0. So this distance is 3. This is 0, 3. So this distance is 3. Hypotenuse will be root 3 square plus 3 square. So it will be 3 square 2 times. 3 square will come outside the under root as 3 into root 2. This is diameter. Half it to calculate radius, which will come as 3 root 2.